Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young boy named Ethan. Ethan was known for his selfish nature. He always put his needs above others and never showed any kindness or generosity. One day, a terrible storm hit the village, destroying homes and crops, leaving many families in despair. Despite the devastation, Ethan remained indifferent to the suffering of others. He hoarded what little resources he had left, refusing to share with those in need. As time passed, the village struggled to recover, and the people grew weary of Ethan's selfishness. They began to distance themselves from him, refusing to help or interact with him. One night, as Ethan sat alone in his home, he heard a knock at the door. It was an elderly woman from the village, her hands trembling as she held out a loaf of bread. "Please," she begged, "I have nothing left to eat. Can you spare some food?" Ethan hesitated, torn between his selfish instincts and a faint glimmer of empathy. After a moment of internal struggle, he reluctantly handed over a portion of his food. The woman's eyes filled with gratitude as she thanked him and left. That night, Ethan couldn't shake the feeling of guilt that consumed him. For the first time, he realized the impact of his selfish actions on others. Determined to change, Ethan began to actively seek ways to help his fellow villagers. He volunteered at the community kitchen, donated his resources to those in need, and offered his assistance wherever it was required. Slowly but surely, Ethan's self-centered mindset began to shift, replaced by a newfound sense of compassion and empathy. As he witnessed the positive impact of his actions on the village, Ethan felt a sense of fulfillment he had never experienced before. He realized that true happiness comes not from selfish pursuits, but from selflessly serving others and making a difference in their lives. From that day forward, Ethan dedicated himself to being a beacon of kindness and generosity in the village, inspiring others to follow his example. And as the village flourished once again, Ethan learned that the greatest reward of all is the love and respect of those around him, earned through acts of selflessness and compassion.